Well, we're in my dining room here, and I thought I would show you this room. I do most of my Disney stuff in, and so we have the Disney stockings hanging up above the window, and then some little mice and little critters below on top of my window shutters. This is my Disney tree. Actually, it's my Disney and my toy tree, and so this is full of all different Disney characters and all kinds of little toys, like the old Fisher-Price toys. So this is like one of my favorite things to decorate every year is this tree, just because there's so many cute little ornaments on it, and it's not very big. It's probably, I think, a 6-foot tree. And then underneath I have some of my plushies and my little light sets. I believe these are from the 40s. Gino got these for me. These are Disney lights from like the 1940s, so I'll put those underneath there. And then I display some of my other little Disney items here, along with Gino's uranium glass, which stays in here year round, so I just kind of decorate it around it. We got our little friends up here, and added a little hat to one of them. I was gonna get some Santa caps for the other ones, but I haven't done that yet. There's our antique Bible. Added a little greenery to that. And then I put my glass trees over here. I actually have two. There's one there and one there. And this is my memorial cabinet that I have in my dining room here for my my mom, my dad, and my grandma. So I always add angels and stuff to their cabinet for them. This is the other glass tree. Glass ornament tree. I have some really fun ones on here. There's a Pac-Man machine one right here. That's super cool. But yeah, there's some cool ones. Table I left pretty simple. Just added a little Santa hat to the middle there. But yeah, this is the dining room. Let me show you the living room. Okay, so, and he's gonna talk. It is someplace new. We're in the living room now. All right, so here I just did some little Santas with trees. I have a boot with some candy canes, and then I found this piece of ephemera. It's actually a card, an old card, and I just framed it up. I had an old gumball machine. I turned that into a snow globe and used just an old jar to put some little toys in. And then this is where we have the aluminum tree. So let me show you that. Over here, before we get there, I had an old cabinet door, and I added some snowy owls to that, so I kind of just set that out every year. And then found this huge Santa Claus coloring book. I used that as a backdrop for one of my displays. A friend sent me these blow molds that she was gonna toss, so I set those up there with my close Christmas tree. This is our Snoopy Christmas collection here. We just put them all up on our, we have this cabinet that sits below our TV that has, it's like a display cabinet type thing, but we put our Snoopy collection there. We have an old newspaper rack that normally holds blankets. I just set the blankets over there. But this year we put Gino's antique lights out for display. And so these are some of them. He has more, but he has a great antique light collection. We actually went through it recently, and he's downsized a bit, so. And then over here, let me back it up. You can see I have cabinets on both sides, and that's where I put my paper houses and my little like glittery stuff. This is one of Gino's aluminum trees here. We have that in the window, but let me show you a close-up of some of our goodies. So he has two of these candelabras that at night they look really pretty lit up. But I have all these different little paper houses. And so I like to put those here. They do light up, but they're not on a timer, so it's kind of a pain in the butt. That's the newest ones I got right there, and those were from Hallmark last year. So they do have little windows that light up, but I just don't want to have to turn them on and off every day. So I think he'll turn it if we have a little get together over here. I'll probably light them all up, but I told him not to worry about it right now. So that's all my cute little paper houses, and then I have my tree topper collection in the window. So Tammy, I know you were looking for those. Most of mine are reproductions. I did have some old ones, but I think I sold them. So mine are all reproductions, and that's okay with me. I just stick them up in the window. Lots of fun old ornaments on the Christmas tree. Whenever I come across them, I'll grab them. There's a cool bird one there. But yeah. This tree is an old beaded tree. I bought this at a little antique store out in California. I used a tutu from the bottom of it there, and then I just added some glitter ornaments. Mostly angel wings in memory of my mom and my dad. My mom did paint these Santas that you see on there, so those are pretty much the only thing I have of my mom's. And so I always put those out at Christmas time. You can see they're just like a ceramic that she did, but yeah, that's pretty much the only thing I have of my mom. Up in the window here, we hung some stockings and nutcracker, and then I go to Children's Wonderland every year and I get one of the little wax things, and so you can see I have those sitting up in the window, which I don't know if that was a bright idea because it's wax. Hopefully it doesn't melt. All right, let's take you into what we call the fireplace room. And right when you walk in here, I have my big bird cage, and then I have trees on either side of it. Little top hat on top. We didn't do too much out here. We added a little cap to our bear, but you can see this is the fireplace. Got some really cute stuff up there. My friend Jen sent me this because it had a little pink poodle on it. Very cute. And that Santa is actually from Cracker Barrel this year. I thought he was super cute. We picked up this Santa in Springfield. The snowman is from Cracker Barrel, and then I have 2 vintage balloon molds there, a vintage sled, some more of Gino's Christmas lights, and that is our little woodland Santa with the tree. Over here on the scale, I have a tree that I made. It's called a memorial tree, and what you do, I made the ornaments, and I took a picture of my mom and my dad, and I printed them on vellum, and then I put them in these hoops, and vellum works really good because the light will shine through and illuminate, you know, the picture you put on the tree. So there's Gino's dad. My dad's right there. And so, and then I added little doggies. I felted little hearts, and I felted little dogs in memory of our pets that we lost. I had a schnauzer named Scooter, so he's on there. So yeah, and I just used a little pipe cleaner, and I bent them in the shape of a candy cane. So that's our little memorial tree that we put in the corner. On our table here, I picked up this metal tree at Discovery Cancer Store. I think it was like $6 because I have all these little cars, and so we did a car tree. we filled it all up with cars, and we've got some vintage candy underneath there, some of the candy cigarettes, this Noma clip thing, and then vintage Scotch tape dispensers here. There's some really cool ones on here. I found these all in one place at a garage sale. And so I picked them up, and they have the vintage tapes on them still, which is kind of cool. I did put out my chocolates. There's 2 boxes. Would you like a piece? They're actually rocks. I painted to look like chocolate, so these are actually rocks. Or, yeah. So, don't eat them. Over here, we have a little tree with a deer, and this is a Christmas pickle that Gino's dad left him a little note. It says, "It's all yours now, Dad." And so he puts that pickle out every year. We have some stockings. These are vintage stockings, and that blue one is actually Gino's from when he was little. So we put those out. And then we have our Nutcracker collection back here. I did add one this year, and it was this little mushroom guy in the front. I found him at Home Goods. I thought he was super cute. The first one that I got was actually this yellow one right here. I bought that for my stepdaughter when we were going to the Nutcracker in San Francisco. She decided she didn't want it, so that started my Nutcracker collection. All right. So now we're gonna go take a look at, I'm gonna cut through here because the gate is up to keep the doggies out. The kitchen, it's a little bit of a mess right now because we're finishing up decorating. I had a bunch of blow mold candy, and so I added a draping of the candy over the doorways. You can see there is, oops, I'm gonna turn you around. I'll try not to make you dizzy. There is a draping over this entryway too. I just kept it really simple. I have my little food tree here with all different kinds of little foods, and there's some Disney characters on there. A vintage salt and pepper. My sushi nutcracker. My Snoopy mugs, which I love. I got those at Hallmark a couple years ago after Christmas, which is the best time to get it. And you can see a little bag of the, what is that called? Stained glass candy. My aunt used to make that every year, and when we were in Pemberville this weekend, they were selling it in the general store, so I had to pick up a bag of it because it brought back memories, right? All right, ignore the mess out here. We have 2 senior dogs. This is Stassi. She is going to be 11, and Sophie's back there. She's 15. She has mobility issues, so we have to have little beds and pads put down, and then our little water thing here for when she comes in from outside. We have to rinse her feet because she kind of drags them a bit. So this is our porch area. It's got heated floors. It's super cozy. It's so nice to sit out here in the winter and watch it snow. It's very, very nice. So the previous owners did a great job. We got Sophie's little socks sitting out there, up there on the ledge. Those are to help give her traction on her feet. But I did little deer and snowmen, or actually Santa with the tree. The little, I don't even remember. I think I got those. Those are espresso cups. I got those at Home Goods. Now this is our big tree, and it's kind of weird that it's on our porch, but in the old house we lived in, we had super high ceilings, and in this house, this is the highest ceiling we have out here. So our big tree has to go out on the porch. It's the only place it will fit. But this is my Hallmark tree, and this is all different. Not all of them are Hallmark, but you know, the Hallmark style ornaments. I love like cutesy ornaments. So it's full. It is full. One of my favorite ones, let me see if I can find it. Here it is right here. You see the 2 little raccoons talking. They're talking on the Campbell soup cans. It's probably from like the 80s, I would guess. We pick them up whenever we see them at antique malls and stuff like that. But all different kinds of little cutesy ornaments. I always have fun decorating this tree. It's just a lot of work. It takes me about 2 days to get all of the ornaments unpacked because they are packed individually. and wrapped up, so it's quite the process there. We also have my little reindeer collection. You remember Rhonda the reindeer. I've been collecting them for years. Whenever I see them, I grab them. So that is our reindeer collection. I have an old advertisement of a Santa, and this is a cool advertisement here from Bank of America, that Santa. Last year I went all out and decorated a lot. This year I didn't. It was just too much. So, we got baby Jesus here. So, very simple decorating this year, not too much, because I like to decorate, but I don't want to put it all away, to be honest with you. Here we've got the little Grinch house, and then I've got a giant candy cane up there. Hi, Stassi. You taking a nap? Okay. So yeah, I am gonna show you. I don't know if I'll be able to show you outside. I don't think it's all lit up, but I will show you one thing outside. I'm gonna freeze going out the door. But he does have icicle lights up here. The inflatable isn't on right now, but I want to show you. We've got Bumble out front here. But the cool thing is we have this mid-century big reindeer. And he lights up, so at night he'll turn him on. And he's part of a display. There would have been, 8 reindeer. I don't know. The full reindeer with Santa in the sleigh. We were at Springfield, not this year, but last year, and a gentleman was selling them. We couldn't fit them all in the car, so we only bought one reindeer, but now I wish we would have bought them all because they are so cool and very hard to find. They would have went over like a small town, like they would have been over the road or a bank display. They're very, finding out now, they're very rare, but we have one of them on our front porch. Hey, Bumble. Oh, there's Miss Stassi looking out the door. Anyway, we kept our decorations very simple this year. So hope you enjoyed the tour, and Merry Christmas to everybody. And thank you, Tammy, for including us in this little Ho 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 collab. It was a lot of fun, and maybe next year we'll mix it up a bit and do something a little bit different. But thank you so much, and Merry Christmas to everybody. Bye.